Mr. Chair, members of the committee, we're very appreciative of everyone hearing the bill today. We know you're busy. For the record, my name is Nick Willis. I work for Domena Public Affairs. Our client is the Legal Advocacy Work Group, which is an Arizona group composed of small business law firms focused on business and contract law. We are here to support House Bill 2170, and thank you to Representative Blackman for sponsoring and championing it. This bill has to do with contract law and the legal proceedings therein. In these proceedings, there are essentially two portions. In the first portion, the judge determines who is the debtor and who is the creditor, who is owed money, who's owed. And then in the second portion, they determine how to make the creditor whole. In that second portion, oftentimes the debtor doesn't have sufficient means to make the creditor immediately whole. In those cases, the lawyer composes a garnishment plan, presents it to the judge. The judge can review and revise that plan, and then it's put into motion. And what happened is there was a court case a few years ago in the appellate court ruling that stated that Arizona law did not specifically state that attorney's fees accrued during that second portion, the garnishment proceeding, could be recovered from the judgment debtor. This has caused the judgment creditor to have to pay for these fees out of pocket. By approving this bill, you allow for those fees to be recovered from the debtor, making sure that the creditor can be made whole in these instances. I'm happy to stand for any questions. We have a lawyer on the line who's an expert in wage garnishment. That's only if you really want to go in the nitpicky stuff. I'm happy to take any questions. Thanks.
Any questions for Mr. Willis?
Okay.
Yeah.
I did have a quick question, Mr. Chairman, Mr. Willis. I know that some colleagues of ours in the House were concerned that the bill would allow persons who are not attorneys to make court filings. I'm trying to find in the bill the language that they were concerned about. Do you have any knowledge of this?
Mr. Chair, Senator Engel, thank you for asking that question. No, I have no knowledge of that. That is not in the bill. The bill simply states that these fees can be recovered from the debtor if approved by both contract and the judge.
I move HB 2170 with a due pass recommendation.
For that motion, Member Secretary, please call the roll.
Senator Bartow?
Senator Bartow votes aye on House Bill 2170.
Senator Borelli?
Senator Borelli votes aye on House Bill 2170, but with reservations.
Senator Contreras?
Aye.
Senator Engel?
Aye.
Senator Leach?
Aye.
Senator Quezada?
Aye.
Senator Rogers?
Senator Rogers votes aye on HB 2170.
Senator Peterson?
I appreciate the fact it can be frustrating when the courts say the legislature did not say this, so we can't do it. But I appreciate them saying that because this is what we should do. It shouldn't just work without the law. And so you got to go through the process. It can take a while, but it's good that they're trying to follow the statute. With that, I vote aye.
8 ayes, 0 nays, 0 not voting.
Members by votes of 8 ayes, 0 nays, 0 not voting, you've given House Bill 2170 a due pass recommendation.